Your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the
The
process of
puns.
rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
Alright, Acorn. What were you hiding in your
What
hand?
was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding?
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, String Bean.
Alright, I'll leave you
Go
alone.
away.
He's not the most friendly type. Don't bother talking to him yet. You're not gonna get anywhere. So let's go talk to Manny, our friend, about what Mr. Acorn is really
We were
like.
just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
So, the trick is you have to learn the person's name before you can ask Manny about him. So, Sir Tenov himself. We don't know the Agility Knight's real name, so if you try to ask him about
What can
him,
you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
okay. So since we learned Acorn's real name, we can ask him about him, and then Server of Arrows is going to be very similar dialogue to what Sir Tenov himself has given us as well. So we'll just go for Acorn.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What kind of weirdo puts a squirrel under his belly?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Okay, let's go ask him about this weird squirrel situation. What the hell are you doing, man?
What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, Skinny Pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And well, she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Alright, does your squirrel friend have a
Does
name?
your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out.
Okay, let's leave this guy alone.
You need to get lost.
Well, now that we know Whisper's name, let's go talk to him about it.
Charm, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
So, you're supposed to say his name, Whisper, but you get some different dialogue if you say other things. So,
that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. It's like a limp piece of cheese. What you need
this guy's a dick.
is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're...
You're every woman's dream.
Every woman's dream?
Well, you got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who? Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... Oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're...
Whisper.
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. I'm
Callie.
sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
Huh, I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Okay, sorry about that. So, Sir Tenov himself. One last guy to talk to, this guy.
Yes, Graham? You want some
No, not
dirt
you.
on someone?
I'm
Go
good.
away, Manny.
Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
This
Hello.
guy.
My name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Ah, Chaka.
A chaka.
So, where do you hail from?
A Chaka.
I see. Sounds exotic.
And that's all he says. You can keep asking him questions.
Good chat.
All he's gonna say
I'm
is his
gonna get
name.
Back to the chivalry test.
So, we'll ask Manny
Yes,
about
Graham?
the last two
Want
guys,
some dirt on someone?
and then we'll go take our test.
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
Alright,
What can you tell
and
me
a
about
chaka.
Chaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. You got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
Alright,
Good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
so we got all the information we need now to pass our chivalry test. If you haven't been able to tell, Achaka's the favored player. He's strong and he's fast and he's smart. Manny's got the intelligence.
Toward me.
Whisper is speed. And of course Acorn is strength.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's
Let's
do it.
do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
That would be Manny.
Manny, we're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
And that would be Achaka.
Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Say this one 5 times fast.
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
And that would be Princess Madeline of Avalon. A proper lady.
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper! Whisper can do it.
These guys. See what this lady's doing over here. If we ever cross this bridge.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
So, how did you find an eye?
What's this?
Hideous beast lurking inside.
Ouch! Rude!
Little bitch. We'll come back for that. So we're gonna make our way this way. Back into town. So we are on a quest to find an eye of a hideous monster. But that's... Oh, hold on.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
Remember that. Okay. So we are actually going to have to cut this off for the night.
My last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
So you have 3 different paths to take for the eye that we want to get. If you want the story to continue in Bravery, you would purchase something in the blacksmith. Same for wisdom in the potion shop and food in the pie shop. So I'm actually going to cut it off here for the night. If you want to keep watching more of this, feel free to hit the follow button, and then you'll get a notification when I start part 2 of chapter 1. In the meantime, thanks for watching, guys, and have a great night.
Your name?
I'm I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
Alright, Acorn. What were you hiding in your hand?
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
Seriously.
Any of our competitors.
So, the trick is you have to learn the person's name before you can ask Manny about him. So, Sir Tenov himself. We don't know the Agility Knight's real name, so if you try to ask him about him...
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly...
What are you hiding?
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, String Bean.
Alright, I'll leave you alone. He's not the most friendly type. Don't bother talking to him yet. You're not gonna get anywhere. So let's go talk to Manny, our friend, about what Mr. Acorn is really like.
We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
Okay, so since we learned Acorn's real name, we can ask him about him. And then, Server of Arrows is going to be very similar dialogue to what Sir Tenov himself has given us as well. So, we'll just go for Acorn.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What kind of